You're eating healthy foods, watching your portions, exercising, but your weight refuses to budge. The reason might not be what you're eating, it's how you're eating it. Scientists discovered that the exact same meal can trigger completely different responses in your body, depending on one simple change. This change takes no extra time, costs nothing, and works with the foods you already eat.
Your body doesn't gain or lose fat because of willpower. It gains or loses fat because of hormones. Hormones are chemical messengers that tell your body when to store fat or burn it. The hormone that plays the biggest role in fat storage is insulin. Every time you eat, your body releases insulin to move sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. This is normal and healthy. But here's where problems begin. When you eat carbohydrates, bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, fruit, your blood sugar rises. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin. The more carbs you eat and the faster they hit your bloodstream, the more insulin gets released. Over time, your cells can stop responding well to insulin. This is called insulin resistance. Your pancreas compensates by making even more insulin. Now you're trapped. High insulin tells your body to store fat, and as long as insulin stays high, fat burning becomes almost impossible. Research published in Cell Metabolism showed that people with higher insulin levels lost significantly less weight on the same diet compared to those with lower insulin levels. Same calories, same foods, different insulin response, different results. In 2015, researchers at Weill Cornell Medical College did something clever. They recruited 11 people with type 2 diabetes and gave them the exact same breakfast twice, 1 week apart. Same foods, same calories, same amounts. The only difference was the order in which they ate the food. First test, they ate carbohydrates first, white bread and orange juice. 15 minutes later, they ate protein and vegetables, grilled chicken, salad, and broccoli. Second test, they flipped it. Protein and vegetables first, then carbs 15 minutes later. The results were remarkable. When people ate protein and vegetables first, their blood sugar at the 30-minute mark was 29% lower. At 60 minutes, it was 37% lower. Their insulin levels also dropped significantly. Same food, same person, nearly 40% less blood sugar spike just by changing the order. This wasn't a fluke. Other researchers tested this in different groups. A study on people with pre-diabetes found that eating protein and vegetables before carbs reduced the blood sugar spike by more than 40%. Studies in healthy young adults showed similar results. The effect is real. The question is, why does it work?
Your digestive system isn't like a conveyor belt where food goes in and comes out in the same order. It's more like a chemical processing plant where different foods get broken down at different speeds. Carbohydrates, especially refined carbs like white bread and juice, break down fast. They hit your bloodstream quickly. That's why you feel energized shortly after eating them, but also why you crash an hour later. Protein and fat work differently. They're harder to break down. They take more time. They move through your stomach and small intestine slowly. When you eat protein and fat first, they create what scientists call a delay in gastric emptying. Think of it like a traffic jam in your digestive system. The protein and fat slow everything down. Now, when the carbs arrive, they can't rush through. They get stuck behind the protein and fat. They break down slowly. They enter your bloodstream gradually. No sudden spike in blood sugar, no massive insulin surge, just a slow, steady rise that your body can handle without stress. But there's more to this story. When protein hits your digestive tract, it triggers the release of hormones. One of these hormones is called GLP-1. You might have heard about GLP-1 recently because it's the same hormone mimicked by weight loss medications. GLP-1 does several things. It slows stomach emptying, it tells your brain you're full, it helps regulate insulin, it reduces hunger.
multiple research studies confirmed that eating protein before carbs increases GLP-1 secretion. One study found that high-protein meals produced the greatest GLP-1 response compared to high-fat or high-carb meals. Another study showed that people who ate protein first experienced significantly higher GLP-1 levels. This is your body's natural appetite control system. No prescriptions, no injections, just the right eating sequence.
Lower insulin, reduced hunger, more stable energy. These three changes explain why this strategy helps with weight loss. When insulin stays lower throughout the day, your body has access to stored fat. It can burn that fat for energy instead of constantly storing more. When GLP-1 rises naturally, you feel satisfied with less food. You don't need snacks between meals. You're not fighting constant cravings. This isn't about willpower anymore. It's about working with your body's natural hormones instead of against them. Be clear about something. This isn't a miracle cure. You won't lose 10 pounds in a week. But if you're consistently keeping your insulin 30 to 40% lower at every meal, day after day, that compounds. Your metabolism begins to normalize. Your body shifts from storage mode to burning mode. The weight starts coming down, slowly, steadily, sustainably. Here's exactly how to use this strategy starting today. Step 1. When you sit down to eat, start with protein. Chicken, fish, eggs, beans, tofu, Greek yogurt. Whatever your protein source is, eat several bites first. Take your time, chew thoroughly. Step 2. Add your fat. Olive oil on your salad, avocado on the side, nuts with your meal, butter on your vegetables. Fat is not your enemy here, it's your ally. Step 3. Eat your non-starchy vegetables, leafy greens, broccoli, cauliflower, peppers, cucumbers, tomatoes. These are high in fiber and help slow digestion even more. Step 4. Save the carbs for last. Bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, fruit. Eat them, enjoy them, but eat them last. If you can wait 10 to 15 minutes after finishing your protein and vegetables, even better. Let me give you a real example. Typical dinner: grilled chicken, brown rice, roasted vegetables, and a side salad. Old way, you might eat everything mixed together or start with the rice because it's warm and filling. New way, start with the chicken, then eat the salad and vegetables. Wait 10 minutes if possible, then have your rice. Same meal, same calories, different order, potentially half the insulin response. Adding foods that contain organic acids, like vinegar, to your carbs slows their digestion even more. Research published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition tested this. They gave people white bread with different amounts of vinegar. The group with vinegar saw their blood sugar response drop by up to 31% compared to bread alone. Their insulin response also dropped significantly. The acetic acid in vinegar interferes with enzymes that break down starches. It puts another speed bump in digestion. Traditional cultures have done this instinctively. Italians dip bread in olive oil and vinegar. Middle Eastern cuisines pair bread with yogurt. Japanese serve rice with pickled vegetables. If you eat bread, try adding a tablespoon of olive oil or vinegar. If you eat rice, have it with pickled vegetables or yogurt-based sauce. These additions can lower the glycemic impact by 20 to 30%. After you eat, what you do in the next 30 minutes matters. Most people sit down, relax, watch TV. When you're sedentary after eating, your body stores energy. But if you move, you flip that switch. A study published in Scientific Reports tested this. People who took a 10-minute walk immediately after eating glucose had significantly lower blood sugar peaks compared to those who rested. Their average blood sugar over 2 hours was also lower.
Other research confirmed even a 5-minute walk after eating has measurable effects. The sweet spot is 10 to 30 minutes of light walking, started right after eating. Why does this work? When your muscles move, they pull glucose directly out of your bloodstream without needing as much insulin. Your muscles act like glucose sponges. You don't need intense exercise. A gentle walk around your neighborhood works. Walking in place works. Even standing and moving slowly beats sitting. Intermittent fasting works for some people, but for many others, it's unsustainable. If you have a busy schedule, high stress, or physical demands, fasting can feel impossible. This approach is different. You're not fasting. You're not skipping meals. You're eating the same foods, just in a different sequence. And you're adding a short walk afterward. When you start eating this way, you might notice something. You're less hungry between meals. You don't need constant snacks. Your energy stays more stable. Without trying, you naturally extend the time between meals, creating a gentle fasting window without the struggle. Let me be very clear about expectations. This strategy won't cure diabetes. It won't replace your medication if you need it, and it won't make you lose 20 pounds in a month. But what it can do is support your body's natural ability to regulate blood sugar, control insulin, and access stored fat for energy. Over weeks and months, those effects compound. Your metabolism improves, your weight trends downward, your energy stabilizes. Research from multiple institutions shows that even a 5 to 10% reduction in body weight can significantly reduce insulin resistance, lower inflammation, and decrease the risk of type 2 diabetes and heart disease. You don't need dramatic transformations. You need consistent, sustainable progress. If you want to try this approach, here's your action plan. For the next 7 days, eat protein and fat first at every meal. Don't change what you eat, just change the order. Pay attention to how you feel. Notice your hunger levels. Notice your energy. Add movement. Take a 10 to 20-minute walk after at least one meal per day. Make it gentle. Make it consistent. Try the vinegar trick. If you eat bread, pasta, or rice, try pairing it with olive oil, vinegar, or a yogurt-based side. See if you notice any difference in how you feel afterward. That's it. 3 simple changes. No meal plans, no calorie counting, no forbidden foods. Your body is remarkably intelligent. It's designed to burn fat, regulate energy, and keep you healthy. But modern eating patterns, constant snacking, carb-heavy meals, sedentary lifestyles have disrupted that natural rhythm. The good news is you can restore it, not through extreme measures, but through small, strategic adjustments that work with your biology, not against it. This isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. It's about understanding how your body works and giving it what it needs to function optimally. If this video helped you see weight management from a new perspective, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit the like button. Share this with someone who's been struggling with stubborn weight. Type yes in the comments if you're going to try eating protein first this week. I read every comment and I genuinely want to hear how this works for you. Subscribe to this channel because I'll continue bringing you research-backed strategies that actually work. No gimmicks, no hype, just practical science you can use. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.